Hello? 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 Oh, I'm joking. You can't actually make phone calls on this. What's happening YouTube? I'm Alex and today I'm taking a look at a new tablet. This one is the LG G Pad 3. So this tablet is brand new from LG, just came out a couple of days ago. Oh, and I actually got a text message. So you can get text messages on this. So it came out a couple of days ago. It has 16 gigs of internal storage, an octa-core processor, 2 gigs of RAM and an 8-inch screen. So it looks pretty good, and it's kind of cheap too. Comparing this size-wise with an iPad mini, the iPad mini has a 7.9-inch screen, this one is a 8-inch. It's slightly taller, so not that bad. However, this one is made of plastic entirely, the iPad mini it's made of metal. The G Pad 3 comes in this box. On the front we just have a picture of the tablet itself, and on the back we have some more information about the tablet, like the processor, the camera and how big the battery is. Inside the box we have a small manual. It doesn't really say much, you can't really know anything from this manual, just how to insert the SIM card and stuff like that. So you'll basically have to figure out everything by yourself. And we do get a power adapter and the USB cable. This power adapter, it's a 1.8 amp charger, so it's not the slowest, but it's not going to be the fastest charger out there either. The tablet is made of plastic, and on the back it feels like a rubberized material. It doesn't slip that easily. All the buttons are sitting on the right hand side of the tablet. So you have the power button, the volume key, another button that turns the screen to a night mode basically, the SD card slot and the SIM card slot. It takes a nano SIM. Now the top, it's where it gets quite interesting. So we have an IR blaster right here, and here is a spot for a USB stick. So you can basically plug a USB stick and you can actually read whatever you have onto the USB stick. On the bottom you can actually charge the tablet, and we do have the 3.5mm audio jack. And lastly, at the bottom of the tablet we do have what seem to be two speakers and the charging port. However, only one of them it's a speaker, and one I believe it's a microphone. The 8-inch screen looks really nice, has really good viewing angles. You can see it from any angle, and it gets quite bright. So you can see how bright it gets. So really nice colors onto the screen. Now let's take a quick look at the UI. So basically if you swipe left you get this quick memo here, and if you swipe right you're gonna see all your apps. So we don't have an app drawer anymore. So you can basically add apps anywhere and make another screen if you want. However, there is no app drawer. The tablet also comes pre-installed with Android 6.01, and that's really good to see, because there are some rumors of this tablet coming pre-installed with Lollipop. However, I'm happy to see that that's not the case. For storage here, out of the 16 gigs of internal storage, we get about 8.5 left. So the tablet is using quite a lot for the operating system. Unfortunately, you cannot install apps onto the SD card, so I do have an SD card at the moment, but you cannot install apps onto the SD card. Now we have this button on the right hand side, so about here. So if I press this, the tablet changes its colors. It's supposed to be better for like nighttime for your eyes. It just looks like black and white to me. So I'm not sure if I can actually read. I usually don't like reading in the darkness anyways. So this could be helpful. I can't really say. For me personally, I don't really like these colors at all. The tablet can also receive text messages, so you can actually reply to text messages or make text messages. So it's very straightforward. I mean, you cannot make phone calls, that's the only downside. But text messages and data, you can basically use it with your SIM card from whatever provider you have. Keep in mind that this one is locked at the provider that comes from. Another feature for this tablet is the dual window here. So you can open two apps in the same time. That's the list of the apps that you can open in the same time. So right now I have Chrome open on top and the YouTube app at the bottom. So it moves kind of slow when you have two apps running at the same time. I mean, if you do need to copy paste something, it could be useful. However, other than that, I wouldn't really use it with this format because it just slows down quite a bit, even with the octa-core processor that it's got. Another useful feature that I found is the ability to actually change the buttons at the bottom. So you can change all these buttons however you're used to. So if you have like a Nexus phone or a Samsung phone, you can put them in a different order depending how you're used to. On the AnTuTu benchmark, we get a score of 42,800, so that's a really good score considering how cheap this tablet is. And if I go into info here, we're gonna see the Android version, which is Android 6.01, an octa-core processor, the screen resolution which is 1920 by 1200, the megapixels for the rear camera which is 5, and the RAM available which is 2 gigs available. So in order to find out what processor is inside this tablet, I opened CPU-Z. So it says here that the tablet has the Snapdragon 615 clocked at 1.5 gigahertz. Here we can see some more information about the processor. On the Geekbench 3 we get a multi-core score of 3182 and a single core score of 707, so very good scores. And if we scroll down here at the bottom, we're gonna see the operating system, which is Android 6.01, the processor and the available RAM. This can also be used as a GPS, so if you have a SIM card inside, it's gonna take a couple of seconds and it's gonna get a fix, so very fast. So you can use it for maps or as a GPS, whatever you choose to use it for. However, you do need a SIM card inside. The root checker app will show us if the tablet has root access. However, I don't believe that this has root access, and no, it does not have root access. On the speed test app, the tablet basically maximized my connection on the 5 GHz network, on the 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi network, and on 4G. So really good speeds on Wi-Fi and 4G. Even though the tablet is quite cheap, it comes with all these sensors, and I went through all of them and they all actually work. So yeah, I'm quite surprised that it actually comes with so many sensors. Like, it's quite impressive, I have to say. So all the sensors that you see here are not faked and they all actually work. I have the YouTube app at the moment, so I'm gonna play one of my own videos. We're gonna check out the maximum resolution. We'll check out how loud the speaker gets. So the quality here, it's at 1080p, so the maximum quality is at 1080p. And the screen looks pretty nice to look on. Also, the video seems to go quite smooth for 1080p. And I'm gonna turn up the volume. It's quite easy to actually cover the speaker. So I was really hoping that it would have two speakers, but it only seems that this one actually works. Now the camera on the back is not that spectacular. I will show you a couple of pictures. So we do have a couple of options here depending how you want to take the pictures. I'm not sure if you can actually see there in white. So not the best camera out there. However, considering the price of the tablet and everything else, I think the pictures are quite okay. If I turn the camera around, so you can actually take a picture of myself. And this picture seems to be quite clear. Let's just get this open. So there is quite a bit of detail in here as well. So the camera app seems to be decent enough considering the price of the tablet, and considering it's a tablet, not too many people actually use tablets to take pictures and stuff like that. I mean, you take some pictures, some selfies and video calling, but you don't really go outside and take pictures with the tablet. Now I'm gonna connect a USB stick to the tablet. So let me just change the mode here. So now I can see everything that I have onto the USB. So this is all the stuff that I have onto the USB. So let's just play this one out of curiosity and see if it works. Allow. This is a movie. It's actually a very funny movie that I watched the other day. So it does seem to work quite good as well. So this is a very neat feature, the fact that you can plug in a USB stick or whatever and charge the tablet on the bottom here. So very cool feature. To conclude this video, I think that this tablet is an excellent device. It's not gonna be the fastest tablet out there. The octa-core processor helps, however the LG's UI it's not the smoothest and the fastest out there. But for the price it does seem to go quite good. The battery is gonna last for days, of course depending on what you do. You can play games on this tablet with no issues whatsoever, like GTA and stuff like that. Not the maximum settings, but somewhere towards the middle. So gaming and all that stuff works really good. So overall great value for this tablet. Alright guys, thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe.